Alright, so what about duties of agents and principals? Certainly an agent is going to have a duty to the principal, duty of performance, notification, loyalty, obedience, accounting. All of these things are things that an agent needs to do for the principal. But a principal also has a duty back to the agent. They have to compensate the agent. Reimbursement and indemnification, cooperation, safe working conditions. So certainly, Leonardo has to do certain things for He-Man, but He-Man has to turn around and compensate Leonardo for whatever. Alright, rights and remedies. Agents' right and remedies against the principal. Torts and contracts. Believe it or not, remedies for breach of duty by the principal, they can get normal contract and tort remedies. Okay? They can do a demand for accounting. An agent can withhold further performance and demand that the principal give an accounting. Okay? I mean, hey, where's the money? No right of specific performance. Okay? When the principal-agent relationship is not contractual, the agent has no right to specific performance. Alright? They can't make them do something they don't want to do. They can get money damages, but not specific performance. Principal's rights and remedies against the agent. You can get a constructive trust. Anything an agent obtains by virtue of the employment or agency relationship belongs to the principal. Okay? Avoidance. When the agent breaches the agency agreement or agency duties under contract, the principal has the right to avoid any contract entered into with the agent. Right? Because the agent was in breach. He wasn't acting within the scope of his authority. Indemnify. In certain situations, when a principal is sued by a third party for an agent's negligence, the principal can sue the agent for an equal amount of damages. That's kind of rare. Scope of agent's authority. You have express authority. The principal expressly tells you to do something. Okay? You also have what we call implied authority, and this is do what is reasonably necessary to carry out express authority and to accomplish the objectives of the agency. So, if Leonardo, again, is working for He-Man, and He-Man says, I want you to run my office, can Leonardo go to Office Depot with the company credit card and buy office supplies? Yes. That's implied authority. Okay? Because He-Man expressly said, run my office. It's implied that he has to carry out his duties to actually do that job. Apparent authority arises from what a principal causes a third party to believe. So, again, if He-Man sets out to the world that, hey, Leonardo's my agent, and someone relies on that, it's apparent that Leonardo has certain authority to act on behalf of He-Man. Emergency powers. When an unforeseen emergency demands action by the agent to protect or preserve the property and rights of the principal, if the agent is unable to communicate with the principal, the agent has emergency powers, meaning that he can go forward and try to take care of things. Ratification occurs when the principal affirms or accepts responsibility for the agent's unauthorized acts, meaning that Leonardo may not have had the express right to do something, or even the implied right to do something. However, He-Man says, that's okay, I'll take care of it. He has ratified the actions of his agents. Alright? Liability. We have a disclosed principal whose identity is known by a third party at the time the contract was made by the agent. A partially disclosed principals whose identity is not known by the third party, but the third party knows that the agent is or may be acting for a principal at the time of the contract. Undisclosed principal whose identity is totally unknown by the third party, and third party has no knowledge of the agent and acting in an agency capacity at the time of the contract. Now, this is definition stuff. Let's see how this works. We have authorized acts. Disclosed or partially disclosed principal. You have liability to a third party for a contract made by an agent. With an undisclosed principal, though, neither the fact of an agency relationship nor the identity of the principal is disclosed. The undisclosed principal is bound to perform just as if the principal had been fully disclosed. How about that? What about unauthorized acts? If the agent has no authority, but nevertheless contracts with a third party, the principal cannot be held liable to the contract. Why? Because he wasn't authorized to do anything. Now, could he come back and ratify? Sure. Actions by e-agents. Now, an e-agent is not a human being, but it's a semi-autonomous computer program that is capable of executing specific tasks.